first, we start on the other side of the country. Xavier in California looking for a spot in the Wogan Legacy Championship Final. Coach Mack and the guys also looking for a 6-0 start to this season. It's tied at 22. Trayvon Blewett, nice-looking freshman. And he slides a great-looking pass to Jalen Reynolds. Picks up a bucket. Jalen had 9. Late first half, Miles Davis had a day. 15 points, that's 3. Breaks 31 tie. Second half, X down 3. D. Davis dials one up from deep, ties it up at 44. But here's where you knew it might not be Xavier's night. Loose ball, tracked down by C.J. Cooper. The heave, and the prayer is answered. UTEP goes up 6. Same spread 7 minutes later off the Cooper miss. Cedric Lang follows strong. The Miners hang on and beat Xavier in the Wooden Legacy semis. 77-73 the final tonight in Anaheim. Bearcats in action this evening as well. They open play in Florida at the Emerald Coast Classic against Middle Tennessee with a 69-51 win. Troy Copain led the 5-0 Cats with 11. They will play once again tomorrow against Andy Kennedy's Ole Miss Rebels. Kennedy, of course, the former UC coach who followed Bob Huggins. 16th ranked Ohio State hosting James Madison University. First bucket of the game for Mark Loving. 3 from the wing. Buckeyes off and running. James Madison would never lead in this one. D'Angelo Russell, a 3 to make it 13-5. Free ball, a theme tonight for Ohio State in the first half. Shannon Scott bangs this one down at 16-5. Now it's 19-7, and now it's Sam Thompson teeing it up from distance. 22-7. Buckeyes up 16 now in the second half. This time they attack the 10. Thompson flushes that one. 49-31 OSU at that point, 73-56 the final. They will be in Louisville next for the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Hoosiers and UNC Greensboro and Bloomington. Late first half, Hoosiers up 17. Yogi Ferrell finds Robert Johnson. He knocks it down. 3. 20-point IU lead. Johnson had 11. Here's another great freshman, James Blackman Jr. Makes it 3 points. 53-27 at that point with the hoop and the foul. Later in the half, Blackman helps IU put it away. The jumper makes it 79-68. Pitt is next for the Hoosiers in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. First ever playoff meeting for LaSalle and Olentangy would be a memorable one because the winner moves on to the state final. Lancers have been charting a course to the final since beating Moeller 2 months ago. They have lost only once, and that was by a field goal. Would the Braves be the team to kick them off tonight? Didn't look like it on the game's first play. The kickoff comes to Jeremy Larkin, and Jeremy may go. Jeremy may go. Look at this. 98 yards to make it 7-0 LaSalle, off to a perfect start in the semifinals. It's a 14-6 game. Olentangy was back in it. Larkin, he's going to be back in the end zone. This one a little short. 27 yards out. There he goes. Makes it 21-6 LaSalle. Same spread now before the half on 4th and 2, and this is going to be Larkin again. And this is the perfect combination of speed and power. Goodbye. 28-6 Lancers at the break. Larkin had 6 touchdowns on the night. LaSalle wins big 48-13 to advance to the D2 final.
Got it.
Blocking punts tonight as well. They will play Nordonia for the championship. Over the river, Dixie and Newcap won their respective semifinal games tonight, so it's on to the state finals for those two who would join them in the other districts. How about Highlands and Lexington Catholic, 4A Kentucky State semis? And when you've come this far, you bring the wood. Big time hit for Highlands, forcing the interception. Jacob now with the kick and return. Nice return, actually, out to near midfield. On the move now, Bo Hodge. Put this one up. Nick Kendall. Look at Hodge, looks so elusive. And then off his back foot, has enough on it to get it to Kendall. He comes down with it. Big gain, moves the chains for the Bluebirds. Then Hodge caps it off with the keeper. 132 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. What a player, what a team. 47-26. Highlands moves on to next weekend's 4A Kentucky State Final. Also from Kentucky tonight, Beechwood and Mayfield in 1A. Beechwood on the move and moving well. The toss to Ethan Stringer. Stringer with a nice pickup before he's poked out of bounds. Drive with Soul on 4th down at the goal line. Mayfield back at it. Look at this pitch and catch. Landon Arnett firing a strike for Marshall Bacon, and Bacon is bringing it home. Well, not quite all the way, but close. He'd later bring home an interception return for a touchdown. Beechwood in the red zone here. Kyle Feiger flings it across his body, hits a sliding Jeremy Burns for 6, but Beechwood would come up a little bit short tonight. 35-24 the final, and it's the eve of the game. Ohio State and Michigan. Remember, can't use the letter M tomorrow. down to a year for the Wolverines, a down year for the Wolverines. The Michigan AD has already stepped down, and the coach will likely follow him out of Ann Arbor after this one. But that doesn't add to the Buckeyes, whether it's Brady Hoke or Bo how do you say Schembecker without an M? Urban Meyer would feel the same about this game regardless. Most coaches downplay the significance of one game. He plays it up. Perhaps that's the native Ohioan in him, or it's just the incredibly competitive guy who wants to complete a perfect conference season. Either way, 12 and a half hours till go time.
We just make a huge deal out of rivalry games. I think our players, I want them to take ownership in the program, part ownership in the program. This is not another game. This is the game. And so it is different around here. I want to have some fun with it, but I also want the players to, when you say have fun, I'm not sure how to have fun. You know, it's how to have fun is to sing the fight song in the locker room after a win against your rival. That's how you have fun. Everything leads up to that fun.